If you follow any realtors on social media, you've probably seen this. Our market stats, our board releases them every month, and to the average person, we know it's just a bunch of numbers. But we want to try and interpret that information to give you some insightful details so you can make a decision whether you're just keeping a pulse on the market or you're looking to buy or you're looking to sell. So let's do that. The price, it is what it is. You can see there how it's been trending, and yes, that number is showing that it's up because it's compared to last year. We all know it's down from the peak of February. But let's dive deeper into some of this stuff. And the ratios of the sales to active is a key number. So what does it mean? So 14% here for the detached market tells us that 14% of homes that are listed are actually selling. Likewise for townhomes and apartments. So to give you guys some insight, a balanced market would be anything between 12 to 20%. Anything that's higher than 20% suggests it's a seller's market, and anything lower than 12 would be a strong buyer's market. So that's a great number to watch if you want to have a pulse of what kind of market we're in. The next thing, guys, is sales. So yeah, that's the sales numbers there. On its own, it doesn't really give you too much information. So we try to compare that to see what's going on. So you can see the sales were actually down 51% from last year, which is a staggering number. But if you really look at it, last year was highly inflated with how busy the market was. And on a 10-year average, we're actually at about the average. So yes, we're down from last year, but we're trending close to the average. So it's not as bad as this number suggests. And in compared to last year, or last month rather, we're actually up. So that's a key thing to watch. And the other thing is listings. If we start to see a large inventory build, guys, we know that would have downward pressure on pricing. And when you look at this and you say, hey, well, active listings are up 44% from last year. Again, a staggering number. But last year, our sell-through rate was so high that inventory never had a chance to build. So in the same way, if you looked at this inventory number and number of listings, we're actually on par with our 10-year average. So some of these numbers can be deceiving, so it's really good to have a full picture to really understand that. And one way we try to interpret that is we actually look at months of inventory. So just so you guys can understand what this means, months of inventory suggests that if no one lists a home tomorrow, how long will it take, or how many months rather will it take for us to sell that based on how many people are buying homes right now? So this number here, anywhere between 4 to 6 would be considered a balanced market. Anything above 6 would be a strong buyer's market, and anything below 4 would be a strong seller's market. So you can see here in the different markets how we're trending and what that looks like. So if you were to look at this from a snapshot, well, I can tell you right now, in the Fraser Valley, the townhome market is certainly balanced. But if you look at Abbotsford, it's definitely a buyer's market. So here's some insightful things. We're gonna try and keep you guys informed to keep you up to date with the market. So follow us for more insight.